turning 25. Are you excited?
Dang, that's like close to 30 now that you think about it.
It is like a halfway mark.
Yo, it really is. My sister just turned 30. Like, she's getting old.
Like,
oh, God.
The real reality is, you know.
I mean, the real reality hit me at 20. I'm 20, and I feel like reality has hit me hard.
Yeah, I feel the same way too. Reality.
I remember I was like 21. That was like,
You don't look, age is not, age is just a number.
It really is. It's just like the 18 to 21 mark. Like those 3 years go by.
I'm about to be
so fast.
21 this
See, I
April
don't worry if I
21st.
turn
Oh, you are? That's lit.
Yeah, I'm about to be 21.
Fine, you can find.
I can't wait till I turn 21.
I don't even drink alcohol. I drink wine now because I went through my Henny phase.
You know the thing about it is what people fail to realize is like, I think Hennessy is an overrated drink. That and Remy Martin, it's very overrated.
Yeah,
it's not nasty.
No, I'm not gonna lie. When I turned 18, I was partying from Wednesday to Sunday, and I was drinking Henny and Coke like it wasn't nobody's business. Face beat in the club. You don't even be in the club like you just, or you just be walking because you feel like you have a mask on. You just be walking in the club with a bitch face on, like I'm here.
Honestly, the only reason I drank Hennessy was like that was because niggas always had it, so it's kind of just like
Yeah,
I'm gonna drink what's there.
and I feel like niggas be buying Hennessy thinking like, oh, if I buy Hennessy and I'm with a bitch, I'm gonna get her to fuck.
No.
Yeah, here, drink this up.
You know what has me dying of laughter what niggas do? They take pictures with that same Hennessy bottle.
Oh my god.
Oh my! They never
And they
took
pass
off.
it around.
Hell yeah.
Yes, like you ever realize somebody always taking a brand new picture with like, because you know how it has a thingy on it before you open it.
Yeah.
And they're like always flexing with the fucking Hennessy bottle, or you know what they like to do too? They like to buy a little bottle for like $20. Like you don't have anything to drink. That's why we laughing. Like for real, like they be buying a little ass shit. Like
I mean, but that's our generation. Our generation is on a like it's on a visual standpoint where people don't know what's going on within themselves, so they have to make a visual presentation of what they're trying to be because that's what they want to be.
You're so right though. You're really right.
It's a facade, so it's like.
I like that. It is.
But it's because think about it, girls be over here flexing, trying to make it seem like they're living some like 30-year-old lifestyle. Girl, you're like 18 years old. Like, what's your credit score look like? Like,
What's up?
It's a flex generation.
no, but it's going to like in the next 5 years. That's what I'm waiting to aspiring to 25. And the next 5 years, the real is gonna be the real. Like what, like, cause financially you have to like finances are real. Like you have to really like you're really gonna get pregnant. Your bills are really gonna come. Like, what are you gonna do then? Like, what have you done? Your 5 years reflects, and your body changes all its cells in 7 years. So within the next 5 to 7 years, like the real is gonna be the real, and the fake are gonna be the fake.
You're right.
The followers are gonna be
You know, my teacher also told me what I found when I realized. I mean, I know this is like really off topic, but like every 7 years, your body just does change. If you think about it, like your curl pattern changed. Like I realized my curl pattern changed from when I was younger. Like my
aging.
yeah.
I'm about to step into my new body. Like my next 7 years is coming. I'm about to be 21, and my body can't accept. My body is not receptive to weed anymore. Like my body said, no, I don't want you to smoke. I started smoking weed in 7th grade. In 7th grade, I used to go and clean my room.
God damn.
Yes, I had a ghetto. She was Jamaican girl. She used to give me free weed. I used to sit in my room. I taught my homeboys how to roll. I used to sit and eat grapes and clean my room and smoke weed. And like and then I became like a heavy weed smoker. And now God is like, my body is like.
How did that happen to my body? I recently, like, ever since my accident, I really, really just started smoking weed more. So like people fail to realize this. I don't understand how people be popping like Percocets and Xanax is like skip.
But our generation, on a medical standpoint,
it's not even that. It's like, you know how hard it is to shit when you take that. Like I was on stool, so it was so hard to shit. It was. I was like, how do people do
your body?
No, it
that
cancels
shit
out your
fucks
body.
with
But
your
you know, on a
body.
medical standpoint, like our generation is literally addicted to weed. And did you know that smoking weed is worse than smoking cigarettes because of the tar buildup? Smoking one joint of weed is like smoking 10 cigarettes, and people don't know that. And that's real. No, the tar. You know, you ever smoked a joint and you don't put a filter in, and you gotta like pick out that black stuff that gets built up.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
That builds up all within the joint, and that's what builds up within your lungs. And that is why one joint is thicker than a cigarette, because why would tobacco be more harsh than a weed? But if we're smoking out of a bong, and because a weed is not natural, we're not smoking organic weed like what Bob Marley was smoking back then in the days. We're really smoking some wild shit. And it's really bad for them. It causes psychosis.
You know what, you're right, because some old lady told me that the weed is not like how it was in the 70s. I was like, damn, bitch, I wouldn't fucking know. She said, girl, I don't know. Like, now that you really think about it, you're right, though. Like, weed is like, Well, I mean, I
There's so
have
many different like strands only because like
But that's why it's fake.
it's genetically modified. Technically, it's a GMO if you really think about it.
Yeah, it is a GMO, and that's why we getting stale. You ever have weed for too long and get stale?
Yeah.
And then you smoke it, and it's like some stale ass weed.
Well, that's anything though if you leave out in the air.
Well, it depends.
But it's a leaf. Think about it. It's something that.
Yeah,
It's,
you leave a leaf out.
It's gonna get crunchy.
dry.
Yeah.
That's why leaves fall in the autumn. Like,
I mean, I don't know.
Unless you cryovac
I
it,
feel
then
like-
it's not. Because, like, remember,
Yeah,
once you
exactly.
cryovac it, all the moisture's in there.
and all the air is out,
Yeah.
so it stays moisture.
Like, you ever realize when you go to, like, Publix and you buy
They be
chicken that's been
putting all that
cryovac?
fake stuff. I feel like, it's
Like that.
because they put all that fake stuff in it. I feel like it's not supposed to.
It's not so much fake. It's just that I feel like people don't really understand like how the GMO process works.
I think it depends what you smoke, because not everything's GMO. Just think about it. You can buy
Not
GMO
everything's
watermelon
GMO,
and organic
but
watermelon.
Then
If you think
again,
about it.
everything's GMO because if you want your plant to survive, you have to breed it with the one that can survive in that climate plant. So then that's genetically modifying the plant itself. Everything's GMO. Bananas had seeds that were that big. Nobody can eat a banana with seeds that big.
Damn, I didn't
So
think
they
about
took
that.
the ones with the smaller bananas, with the smaller seeds, and then they just gradually, over time, took it more and more till the shit got really small. There's seeds in the banana, but they're just really small now. Because that's how
wow.
you genetically
I like
modify.
I never thought of it like that.
Yeah, it's genetically modification.
That's why I like talking
But
to different
still, who
people
wants
to get the perspective.
I still want to go back. Right now, I'm a vegan. I'm like on some smoothie only carb like diet like, and I just want I drink smoothies because honestly I can't. I ate meat in 1 week and I gained so much weight.
We have to remember you
gained so
altered
much-
your diet too.
Yeah.
Once you change your diet and you don't stick to it, then it's gonna come back.
No, but I was a pescatarian before. I was a pescatarian for 8 months, and I ate meat because when you only eat plants, a plant is an open vessel. So when I'm a plant eater, I am putting the spirit of Dominique within the plant because plants are an open vessel. So when you eat a food with spirit that has a spirit, you get what I'm saying?
Sorry.
You're withdrawing that blood. You're taking in that spirit to protect you from spiritual attack. Because if I'm eating foods that have no vessel, spirits can come into that food. So when I'm eating it, it's becoming me. And we have to be very conscious. The same way the devil can hear God can hear our prayers, the devil can hear them too. So we are under blessings, but we are also under attack. So I realized when I was raising my vibration, I was acquiring certain information, and I was just vibrating. It's like a radioactive. Like imagine like those radioactive people. You can see somebody's aura, and like as I was gradually growing. I was attracting I knew my aura was growing, and I had to eat meat because I felt like I was under spiritual attack. In a sense where like I just needed to take in an animal to keep myself to show the entities that are in the air, that are breathing within this air life, that I can withstand meat, if you get what I'm saying.
Practice of discipline. Yeah. It's
So I
always
mean, and that's why I feel like I'm gonna turn into a ritual to really once a year. My grandmother, she makes like legume, I'm Haitian, to just sit down and eat some meat. Like let me eat some blood today.
Yeah, it's nothing wrong with eating a little bodies.
Yeah.
It's just the way that it's
Animal.
cooked, and it's love, and that's
Some lamb food.
love is real. Cooking with love is real. When
Right.
somebody, you ever look at the fast food restaurant and someone's cooking your food, they're probably like, man, Jimmy broke my heart today and I can't pay my rent, and like all this shit, they cursing at their manager, all that hate.
Is going to your food.
Right.
You're putting that energy into your food.
I like that.
That's true. That's true.
That's some real.
Like you gotta imagine what that animal went through
Right.
just to feed you. You feel me?
Right.
You know
And
what? Oh,
to die
right.
scared is like
They say that taints the animal.
That taints
It does. It
because
takes the spirit.
It does.
when we're scared, we release chemicals in our brains that trigger, like
Right.
fight.
But that's
flight,
why
or
the
growth.
Kemetic
Those
people.
chemicals are harmful
That's
to
why
other
the
animals.
Kemetic people really they nurture their animals. Like growing your animals and having your animals, because animals have connections with you. Like I have connections with cats. Everywhere I go, if I see a cat, that cat is messing with me. That
For
cat
sure.
gives me love.
Back in the day, me and this nigga would ride the bus to school,
We
bro.
always see cats.
Always see cats.
We be the only ones
else
too.
see the
Nobody
cat.
will see this cat.
Nobody else
And
see
you
the
know
cat.
back then in the Kemetic times, cats used to die with their owners. Like cats teach you real
cats.
life lessons.
They know when.
That's why that's why the pharaohs admired them so much.
Exactly, and that's why like when I see people don't take care of their animals, like that's a spirit. That animal can sense more spirits within the air of your home, and that for females. That is why being naked is so. I'm very sad about how men are treating women and the oppression of women with nudity, because the author that I work with, he keeps telling me like when you're able to walk in your house, in your home naked, it shows any entity or spirit in your house that you love yourself. How can an entity attack you if you have nothing to attack? I'm in my godly state, like all skin. When I came out of my mom, this same skin, like I am living in, all of us are living within our mother's reality. This is not our reality. We are not living in our reality. We are living through our mothers. And that is why women can't be mad at men. That whole epidemic, oh, that could never happen because a woman birthed him.
And I think religion plays a big part.
What is religion?
It's a practice.
It is practice.
You're right.
Because I'm spiritual. I learned that I'm spiritual.
It's a mindset.
I'm a spiritual person too, but
I think it's a mindset because I've met people within all types of religion. There's good ones and then there's bad ones.
Well, if you think about it, you may see it as bad. Like,
not negative vibration. Just
like, if you think about it, like, okay, there's some things, like, some people don't agree with. Like, you know how they say, like, when you die, the whole 72 virgin shit or whatever?
No, I don't.
Yeah, I'm not
That's not in the law. That's
No, tell me. I don't know.
Extreme.
But if you think about it,
Islamic.
they think that's okay, though. To them, it's okay.
I don't know. Tell me. I need to know.
Okay, like, I don't know what religion necessarily is.
The one, it's Allah. I forgot the name of it.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
actually.
it's extreme. It's extreme Islam. I don't know how to like present it, but it's extreme Islam. Like it's extremists. They're extremists. They practice a religion which is Muslim. They're Muslim, but they take it to the extreme where if I kill people, I'm gonna get 72 virgins in heaven.
But if you think about it, to them that's normal and that's okay. Like I remember one time, cause remember like y'all from like the islands, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I remember the first time I told somebody I ate like a goat. They'd be like, "What the fuck? What's that?" But if you think about it, to us that's normal. It's normal to us.
Right.
Right. When people say oxtail,
it's nasty.
Ox's tail. Yes.
Do you know what my grandfather says?
Do
you know what my grandfather says? If he says as a man, he's like, if you can't kill your animal, you shouldn't be eating it. I remember in Haiti, the first time I went to Haiti, I saw these two Haitian women get down on their feet and take that chicken by its neck and crack that chicken's neck. I was in there, when I tell I was horrified, I was in there like, oh my Jesus God. I was like, I'm with demons. I'm with demon people. Like, they just really did that to the poor chicken. I was crying. And they were laughing at me. They were like, I bet you gonna eat it though. I bet you gonna eat it.
You didn't see that, but had dinner later on that night.
I did have dinner that night and I really ate that chicken.
That shit doesn't.
I bet you got over it.
There's nothing wrong with that. Like that's life.
But that's normal to us though. That's the thing.
No, but I feel like they do like. But we went downstairs. They have a place where they have the hen. They feed their chickens. My grandfather, he tells me, he says talk to. And it's crazy that I heard that. You ever listen to a Big Sean song? He was like, if you talk to your plants, they'll talk to you. Like he says in the song. My grandfather says he'd be like, don't water your plants at night. They're sleeping. What are you doing? Like, don't do that. Like, they're alive.
How it feels about her plants in her house.
My plants. And
my grandma was the same way with her plants.
When you talk, I had plants, bro. They were giving me energy. Like they would literally like.
They give you life.
Right. They give you oxygen.
Like, that's
right,
life.
They do give you
Wow. That's
for sure.
That's some real.
And when you talk, you guys ever watch Neil the Professional when he was petting his plant and spraying it and watering it?
I tell you, my grandma before the cancer took over her and she was like wheelchair bound. When I tell you, like I can tell you from 3 years ago, if I had a picture, I would love to show you. When I tell you the way that this woman was with her plants, her yams, the house was so full of life and beautiful. And then like after she died and then she was going through all this stuff. The plants started dying, and it's like when you go out there.
That just shows you the cycle of life, right?
Yeah.
It's just the cycle of life. Like I'm not scared of death. I'm not scared of death. I'm not scared of death coming around because that's the cycle of life. Like everything has its purpose. Why should I be scared to go to another realm? There's so many other dimensions compared to this one, and this one is very recycled. This one is a very recycled, recontinuous lifestyle. That is the like. No matter what religion you believe in, no matter what you whatever you're putting within. As long as you wake up in the morning, you know it's a day, it's a night, it's a left, it's a right, it's a up, it's a down, it's a black, it's a white. Like that's
you
duality.
Know what's so weird to me how like the government could just change time, like daylight savings time. Like we literally just.
Well,
changed
first of all,
it,
comedically, like we are connected to the
They do
sun.
that for
We
money, which
follow the
I
sun.
have no idea why.
Yeah, it's pointless. It's like
It's
why?
just-
It messes,
the same
it,
way.
it messes our body because our body hits a supercharge, so they have to like take a shot at us real quick.
You know that. You know I don't. That's a good way to think about it because I used to always think about it, but I feel like if you really and truly really think deep into things
It only
like
started when
that,
Bush was president.
they
It only started when Bush was president.
Yeah, like it
Wait,
wasn't
which
always
Bush though?
here.
the dad or the son,
Son. I was about to say senior, the junior.
junior. I don't know. I just think the government's just so fucked up. Think
It
about it.
is.
The government is not fucked up when it's spiritually being I call it overstanding. Once because I went through a time where I seek so much knowledge and I'm not gonna say I cracked the code, but I cracked enough information to make me find nirvana. And when I cracked that, it's like I kind of overstood life, and I was like, well, I found all the answers that I was looking for, and I found everything, and I really thought the government was after me. And I thought the government. I'm so serious. I was
No, I don't
stickers on my
blame you.
phone, and I was like, and then like I said, I was working with this author, and he's like, little girl, if you don't humble yourself, he was like, why would they be after you? Yes, you have your knowledge, and he was snapping at me. He when I tell you he humbled my heart, he was like, take your knowledge and do something with it.
Well, it depends. Shit, look what they did to what's that nigga name?
Hey, look, all I'm gonna say is if
Neil
the government
Armstrong.
wants to get you, they can get you.
It wouldn't matter though.
Exactly, it wouldn't matter. But if they, because like,
But we are under multiple, basically the point is we're on a physical, if there's war on the physical realm, there's war on the spiritual realm, where death exists. And when we leave this realm, we die. There's a whole nother war that's going on. God is really sending, okay, think about when we pray, whether we're praying to anybody or whether even down to the fact of us knowing that we're gods, or I'm a goddess, you're a god. We are made in God's image. When he made us within his likeness. So if I'm a reincarnated goddess, right? If I'm here and God is living, I'm asking for manifestation. I'm asking for certain things to be manipulated within my reality. It takes time for it to come. He only gives so much energy or so much willpower to his strongest soldiers, like Beyonce. You don't think Beyonce goes through so much, but she had to be spiritually grounded, spiritually connected to be his strongest warrior as a black female. If you get what I'm saying, because he has to bring it down. Think of Earth like this, and he's zapping it with his little wand or whatever, or however you want to think of it, trying to send blessings while negative entities and there's the duality of life still attacking us on a physical realm. Because once God is not here, I had to learn that the hard way. Because people really, a lot of times, what goes on in life, we go through traumatic things and we think life owes us something. Life doesn't owe us anything because God put us here with the ability to manifest.
but at the same time, God can't be on here because he's not.
And that's
He's too.
he's
too pure to be.
But that's why you're supposed to be one with yourself. That's self-love, and that's why I be telling women, what do we grow up watching? Watch Disney Channel. We learn about magic. Women have we are able to we have a God. We are connected to the God source. We have the ability to make a baby. You are a human. Like, I can touch you. You're real. You have bones and all that. You are a small vessel within your mother, and you are a reflection of your mother, and whoever she had sex with is love. Right. You are a reflection of her love. You are a reflection of her. Like, if that can happen, a lot can happen. And then we have to think about the government and what's going on and be conscious about it and move with love. Pure love has no duality. There's love. Love can fight with hate. But when you have true love, that pure love, when you love yourself first, and you can give love, like I can love you as a brother. You are another child of God. I can love my mother no matter if she's doing whatever she's doing to me, and just give her love as you know no better. I love you as a mother. I love you as this. I can love Donald Trump as a president because I know he don't know better. He can only do what his mind is capable of to capacitate with. Like, that's it.
That is true though, because like the whole Donald Trump speaking on that is like,
look what's going on.
I didn't vote for him, obviously, but I'm glad he's president because it's waking a lot of people up.
It's
a reality check for a lot of people.
Exactly. What he's going through with his wife. Going to Ivanka Trump, and I feel like Ivanka Trump is happy. And I feel like she's happy she's president because she'd be like, I'm going to degrade him. He is not going to play with. I feel like that's how she feels.
She's happy because she has power. She has the power that she
has women behind her.
Yeah. But she's just, I mean, I don't put any fault behind her. Only because from what I've seen, she don't speak. So it's not like she has a voice.
Oh, you his wife?
Yeah, it's like she doesn't.
I feel
speak,
so
she,
bad for her, bro.
I do, but at the same time I don't. But I just
She
feel like
allows
she's
it.
not.
You have to feel
She's not
bad.
abusing her power. Like she's not. Cause
I
she can do
feel
a
bad
lot.
for her because she's a mother.
That
I
too.
feel for all mothers.
Somebody's
whether
phone
if you,
ringing. Oh, never mind. Sorry, my phone. Okay, continue.
whether she's a mother, she has love for her mother as a mother. Like she gives love, you know. She still has kids, and even if women don't know better. That the fight is not between man and man. The fight is between woman and woman. I'm just being honest. I've let go of feeling like I was at war with a man. Or my oppressor. My oppressor is a white man.
Okay.
Think about that. My oppressor is a white man. I had to realize the war is not even between me and my oppressor, but the war is between women and women, because once women and the black woman knowing that I don't need to sit here and be like, well, I'm a black woman, I deserve this. You already have melanin. You already have all the power. Girl, love all women because they don't know better. They don't even have it in their skin to know better. So, girl, what you talking about? How you want it to get through their brain? They don't even have the skin to know better. It don't make sense.
They never been through what?
They can't go through what we went through. They don't even have that much melanin in their skin. No.
I mean, I don't know. I kind of beg to differ on that. Like, I'm not saying because as black people, yeah, we did go through a lot too. But you also have to remember, other people went through other things too. Like
that's what we have to look.
Like the Holocaust, right?
Right.
If you think about it, I ain't really see that many black folks. I'm keeping it 100 with you. Like
that is true.
It's not, but that's why we have to love. Do you know there's black women that hate white women? The most oppressed woman is the Middle Eastern woman. She knows she gets beat by her man. She has to wrap her hair, hide her skin, hide her beautiful hair. And he treats her like a dog, and she stands behind her woman. But black women have so much power, and what are we doing? We're over here putting our niggas on child support so we can buy a BMW in a bag, bitch.
No. Stopping that. So,
no, I'm just saying. Not all women, because there's men, and that's what you have to think. Men do oppress women, but there's a lot of right now. I just wish we would kind of skip the black women need, because black women we can't need something that we are. I preach this book. It's called Eva. It's called The Enlightened Voice of Woman, and it basically talks about when you know that you are women are God's love, and man is a child of God. All men, and when you say God, you don't have to think God or whoever you want to think of it. You can think of yourself as a godly being. It could go that deep as the atheist. You are a godly being, but I am love. I am pure love, and that is why I'm able to give birth to babies. And babies is my love source. There's 3 types of love. There's mental love, there's emotional love, there's physical love. That's the trinity of love. People want to go into on call, they want to go look into all that. There's a trinity of love: 333, 666, 999. We have mathematics, comedics, we have all that. At the end of the day, women are pure love, and the more melanin you have in your skin and in your blood and in your DNA, the more you're able to absorb information, the more information you have within your reality. So if that's the case, we can't say we need love if we are love. I mean, I'm not saying it's gonna be easy. God, like I said, the strongest ones get the toughest battles. We just gotta think of it that way.
True.
Yeah.
And then for me, I think women are the closest thing to God, because they are one of the best teachers in life. Not only do they give birth, but it's they just give life. You can't learn from anybody else better than someone that can give life, because they teach that person how to nurture, how to love. Like a mother bear, she would teach her cub how to hunt, how to survive. When it comes to winter, they would, even though they would hibernate, they would make sure that their cubs are good before anything else happens, because they're the best teachers at life.
That's true.
That's just how.
That's true.
I second that.
I think that's very true. That's why I don't look at men. I try to give the black man so much love, especially when he's a fuckboy. When he's a fuckboy, I just be like, I just have to give you extra love because maybe you didn't get love from your mother.
Right.
Because I gotta go to your mama.
Something that you're missing.
No, it's just, I feel like it's a self thing. You don't love yourself enough. You don't see the self love within you. So
you think about it. Sometimes some people really don't understand how to love either.
Right.
Some people really and truly don't.
There's different types of love. There's aggressive love. There's emotional love. There's compassionate love. There's romantic love. There's so many different types of love. But the main love is self-love. If you don't love yourself, you can't give If you don't love yourself, a lot of things go wrong.
If you don't love yourself, you don't know what love is if you don't love yourself.
No, you're right. You're completely right, because I'm not gonna put any names out there, but I know this person. No, I'm not gonna put any names out
Be
there.
like that.
No. I don't want to put their business out there because it's kind of just like no. It was like their mother did not love them enough, so it's like
You're dealing with all the
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get me?
And then you'd be like,
And
I'm
it's
not
not
your
your
mama.
fault,
I'm not.
right.
It's not my
And it's
job
not
to
your
teach you
fault.
love. But realistically, it is our job because we're women. Not to say, and that's when you teach them tough love. Like, I'm gonna love you so much. I'm gonna tell you this real and leave you. You're gonna watch me flourish, and I'm gonna love you from a distance.
Exactly. When I tell you, like, it's just sometimes when you just get, because I'm not gonna lie, there's times when you just get frustrated with somebody, and sometimes you have to sit back and remember.
Why?
They never had what I had, so
Right.
it's kind of just like, okay, you got to sit back and we got to realize, okay, they don't understand how I feel about something. Like, I would never know how any of y'all understand, and y'all would never understand how I feel. So it's like,
and nobody can walk in your shoes.
Exactly. Right. So it's like sometimes it's hard, difficult to deal with somebody, but it's really up to you if you want to deal with it or not. But sometimes you got to give people the benefit of the doubt. Some people really and truly just don't know any better.
They don't.
But they really don't.
It's annoying because it could be the simplest things like respect. Like people can lack that, really don't know how to give respect, and it's like, how don't you don't know how to give such a simple thing? Like you just don't know how to be like, oh, thank you, or you don't know how to be appreciative. Like you really weren't shown that type of love to where you're like.
How do you men feel about love when it comes to you guys are birthed from women? I feel like as a woman being as a girl becoming a woman because I'm not 21 yet, but I'm transforming from being that young girl to becoming a woman, and I felt like as a young child, one of the scariest things was to know that I'm gonna have to be a mother one day. But you guys, I know you guys do have to become a father, but you guys are birthed from a woman. How do you guys feel about feminine love?
Well, as for me, my parents were divorced, so since I live with my mom, I've seen like the struggles that what she went through, and I just had a high respect for women. Like I never treated them bad or like I always felt like women should always be put on a pedestal because they're just like the epitome of what epitome of what strong is, what love is. Because my mom went through a lot, and I'm not gonna sit here and be like she was struggling or anything like that, but she did go through hard times with my dad. So it just showed me the fact that whether I'm in a relationship with somebody or not, I should still treat them with respect, especially women, with respect, care, and just the utmost loyalty. Because like women should never be for example, once women are down, that's it. That's like
it's hard to come back up.
It's hard to come back up. So it's like for women are like the backbones for men, and then men are like the muscle for women. So once you break that backbone, that's it. Like you have no foundation.
The puzzle fell apart.
Exactly, you have no foundation and all that. So it's like with my mom, I try to help her as much as I can, be respectful
and be that muscle for her to flex. So she builds her backbone.
Exactly. Not until she builds her backbone.
No, but like strengthen that muscle.
Exactly. Up until like she finds somebody else that can care for her where I can't or I need to, or like just set an example.
No, sorry, I didn't.
Or set an example for my brother because he's looking at me, but at the same time he's looking at my mom like, okay, like he doesn't really have a father figure. He's more close to my dad, but my dad is not around as much. So it's like, I have to be that example. Like always treat mom well because the way you treat mom is how you're gonna treat a girl.
Yeah.
So I have to teach him that.
So how do y'all feel about battered women?
No, how do you feel? I want to know how all of you guys feel.
No, same page. I love my mom. I love both though. Tell you the truth.
No, how do you feel about feminine love? How do you feel about feminine love? What does your mother teach you about feminine love? Like in this reality, like being a young man, eventually, hopefully you want to have kids. Hopefully you want to find love. But how has that love impacted your life?
I just love myself and God. Really, that's the most thing I focus on right now.
I think that's the thing. You have to learn how to love yourself before you can learn how to love somebody else.
Right.
I stick to the serious part of life.
Mm-hmm.
Because my destiny, I just want to get to heaven. I told the Lord God that, and He's going to give me the strength and everything I need to get there. So that's why I focus on the most important thing in life. It's the life. Life I'm really worried about is the life out of this flesh.
Your take?
I love women, man.
Y'all know what just
I mean, and I feel like women are just as important as their counterparts, and the real magic is when there's unity. when there's understanding, communication, all that in
And you can feel
between.
somebody on a spiritual level.
Yeah, all that in
Yeah.
between, and we really get this shit rolling. That's when the magic really starts to happen. Without that, then it's just no point. All of that other stuff can go out the window. It takes two. We live in a species where it takes two. So
You can't do it by
we
yourself.
can't do it by ourselves.
You're
Not
right.
at all.
So how do you feel like the love of your mother has helped you able to see the love of women?
Oh,
Hope
a
you don't
lot.
treat like
Oh, a
shit.
lot. Because I seen my mother's love break. So it's teaching me a lot more, because in that relationship, it was my mother doing the wrong. And it made me look at both sides, because there's always two sides to a story. Always.
But do you feel like she was probably looking for love within herself? Like, I
No,
need.
no. Listen, my mother was going through a situation where, like, my father wasn't providing, and when a man doesn't provide,
Shit, I don't want shit to do with you either.
what the fuck is he?
Yeah, I'm
I
not
want to
gonna
do with
lie.
you.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's
if you,
up to
but
us.
it come. But I want you. I have to speak as. I feel like I can speak for the female community. If you can't provide spiritually, mentally, emotionally,
Financially.
physically,
What are you good for?
financially, if you can't pick at least 3 to hit me with at one time,
Where you good
If a man
you
can't
better get
provide,
the stepping.
it's
That's the whole
pointless.
thing.
No, if
Because
a man
that's
can't
what
provide,
men
you're
are
fucking
for.
your
Because
child. That's
women
what
have to
why
bring,
we're
but
strong.
women have to
That's
bring
why.
to the table too. And the one thing a man wants from a woman is our love. But we have to, and that's something that we get to make sure we're femininely beautiful. It took love for me to wake up and do my hair, my lashes. I had to put some makeup on, pick out an outfit, and look like a female today. You know what I'm saying? Because I could have walked around.
Like, it
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I could have been in my godly state, walking around.
Man, when I
here.
tell you, I feel you on a spiritual level on that, because, you know, fuck him. Me and my ex were together for, like, no, fuck him, for real. He can hear it, I don't give a fuck you too. We were together, I've known him for 5 years. And we were together 3 of those 5, like 2.5. Well, no, 3, because whatever, I'm just gonna leave it at 3. And you know, first year was great, right? You know, oh my God, you know, we together, and then it's like, you know, second year we kind of hit our breaking point, but you know, we were still, alright, this is our test, we're gonna try and like figure it out. Then I ain't gonna lie, after the last year, it's like, I can't do this shit no more.
Right, like
because
you don't have no more energy to keep trying to
But the
keep.
thing is,
To
but
keep
the
trying
thing
to
is-
give you some
let me tell you
love.
something, 2 years later and you don't have your shit together, I'm not dealing with that
You
shit.
know what that made you realize? It
At
made
the
you
same
realize you
time.
can't heal a nigga. When I learned I couldn't heal you, I was like, I just gotta heal myself.
Exactly.
And
Because
walk
it has
away.
That's
nothing
how
to do
dope.
with
We're
me.
young. Like,
Yeah,
I
I'm not
understand,
like
at this
men.
generation, we're young, but we do a lot for ourselves.
It is, that's true.
Back then, low key people were grown. Like, let's say back then.
Back then they were getting married at like
26,
13.
Exactly.
My
Back
mom
then you
had
had
me
a
when she
whole.
was 20, got married at 20.
You
She
had a
was
whole
pregnant
life
at 19,
at
got me
like
at
20, 30.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like you have your whole life, but at the same time you have to do it independently.
But I feel like men don't understand that sex is very powerful, and with their dick, they're turning women into monsters. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm
No,
a
Man, when I tell you that,
No, I gotta say this. I support my little
That shit is
demons.
crazy.
I support my little
I mean,
demon
that shit is
girls
crazy.
messing with these niggas' hearts.
Now-
Because when you're sitting,
Now
do you
we
know
have
what sexual
savages.
trauma? Do you know what sexual trauma is? Let me, because I'm not gonna lie. When I came up with this
You better
theory,
get started.
when I came up with this theory, I was like, it's okay. So listen to this.
But sit down.
If I'm in a relationship with Billy, right? And I love myself and I'm trying to give Billy love and Billy doesn't love me. That's real shit. I love Billy. Billy don't love Dominique. He doesn't love me, but Billy wants physical love because there's 3 types of love. For Billy to love me, he has to
That's what it is.
he has to mentally, emotionally, and physically love me. So now I have enough love for myself that I can give Billy some love. You know, and he's able to have sex with me. Now, what turn point do women not want to have sex? I don't want to have sex with you when you feel like you're this masculine, strong being and you can get on top of me and hump me like a dog and beat me down to the ground with your dick and think that, no, I could take that. I could give life, nigga. I could take that.
Exactly.
Don't
Like,
think
you're not
I'm
hitting
sitting
shit.
here acting
You
like a
really-
soft little, no, I do that because I want you to feel masculine. I don't do it because... No, so then, okay, now I gotta put this.
I
gotta
love
put
this
this.
shit.
No, I gotta put
I
it.
get it.
No, I'm not done. I gotta put
a
it.
little bit.
No, I like it, but I
That's
like
what
the
I'm
trauma.
saying.
I'm not
I like
gonna
the
lie,
trauma.
I love that
So
shit, bro.
don't-
But let me put you guys into
I love
perspective.
this shit.
Now let me tell you, my grandmother passes away. My grandmother passes away, so there's a part of me lady that is missing love. So Dominique is not loving herself at 100%. Dominique is loving herself at 66%. But I'm trying to heal myself. I have to cope. This is a recycling like lifestyle. So while I'm trying to love myself, now imagine Billy already don't love me, and Billy wants me to give him love. He wants physical love from me. Has any girl ever went through that moment when a nigga wants to have sex with you and you're not sexually attracted to him, and you let him climb on top of you and have sex with you? How much it degrades you? I went through that in my relationship, and I'm not gonna lie, I had the cookie cutter man. He looked good. He was that guy. All the girls wanted him, and I would have sex with him. And after I had sex with him, I would go in the shower and cry. No, I was crying. You know, crying. Yeah. And I know if other girls know I was crying, they'd be like, "Girl, you got a cute ass nigga. What the fuck you crying?" I was crying because I was disappointed in myself.
Right. That's when I'm not even like. Sometimes that's why I go back to the relationship I was in. After a while, it was just like, on top of that, you don't have your shit together. And you know, I'm trying to help you get your shit together. I'm really.
So as men, I want you guys to know sex matters, because when you break a girl's heart and you start think I've given you all these pieces of me, and you go to Sally Jensen that just wants you for your dollars, and because you think she's being a mean bitch to you, that you have to give her all your dollars and you leave me for her, you know what you just did? You turned me into a demon. And that's why girls are on Twitter talking about getting their guts rearranged. I'm not gonna lie to you. They're like, I want to get my guts rearranged. I'm gonna line all y'all niggas up. I'm gonna fuck all of y'all, and I'm gonna see which one of y'all can cut check on me while I buy my lace fronts and I have my bag. Right. And my mama told me, fuck these niggas, so it's fuck these niggas.
Survival out here.
I ain't mad.
I mean, it depends.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not gonna be part of it.
I mean, I'm not, and like I said, I have a brand. My brand is to empower women. Now, I teach women sexual trauma because that stays within your womb. That stays within your spiritual. Like I said, we have the ability to give life. This is our God source. I ain't say you was gonna be a monster and you was just gonna be a pretty little monster. No, you're a demon. Like, you have all those negative entities crawling within your vagina until you do a healing pack, until you can spiritually remove those entities, those spirits within your vagina. You are a crazy bitch.
Yeah.
No, you walk around with those spirits. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, you're right.
If you ever read the 48 Laws of Power, it says that when you are a genius and you give your secretions to a man, you have activated him onto your level. And I feel like every nigga I've been with, I've activated them to my level, and they've activated me to their level. I'm not saying it's they know that they've been with me. Do you see what I'm saying? Now, no matter any other man that they haven't been with, the guys that I've been with, they don't even speak to me because they know I radiate pure love, and they feel embarrassed to talk to me.
It's probably intimidation.
But I am a direct connect to intimate love. If you ever, and think about back in the day, if you were ever going through something, why wouldn't you call someone that has pure love for you? Out of all the girls you've laid down with to raise your ego, why wouldn't you call me because you're going through something? Because I'm going to give you that infinite amount of love. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being so intimidated, you're the one that laid with me. And that is why I say you do activate them to your level, because no man has never made me feel like I needed to be a whore and lay with 8 different men after to feel like I'm a beautiful goddess. I already knew that.
That's how, like, men, as far as what I've seen from this time period, I'm not gonna say this generation, but like as of right now, like, men can't stand women that have power.
You're right.
A lot of women, I've seen a lot of women.
No, they don't like equality.
For me, I like, honestly, that attracts me. Like, I've seen women that have more power than me as far as, like, they have different things going for themselves, and I like that. Mm-hmm. Like, I would like to engage in that women, but not to mess with them, but it's like, that is like...
I want that energy to give off.
Yeah, that is the most sexiest and the most beautiful thing ever. So it's like, I don't know why guys get intimidated by that.
They do. Some guys...
It's the way we, like, teach men, like, and teach women as well. Like, we see women as this thing that should be on a pedestal,
right?
Instead of seeing it as our real equal, because when we put things on a pedestal, this is how things can happen. Like
they're gonna think, why do I have to be on a pedestal? Why can't I be on that pedestal? If you think about it, that's how some people like that. People think like that.
But then when a woman cries, we pay more attention to when a woman cries than when a man cries, because when we see a man cry, we think that's weak.
That's not true.
It's very true.
Not all women. Don't put everybody in the same category. I've had men where they'll cry to me, and I would listen to, and I would really, and that's why I said I blame mother. When I deal with fuckboys, I don't even talk to the fuckboy. I go straight to your mother. Did your mother allow you to know you were a king? When you cried, was your mom sitting in your face telling you this and that? Real men cry.
Right.
That is an emotion. And and I'm not gonna lie, that's how I know when I'm dealing with a demon ass nigga. Because if you hurt me and I'm giving you all this damn love and I'm sitting here pouring on, if you can't cry, nigga, something's wrong with you. Cause you're gonna have a daughter.
Right. Not even. Some
I think it depends what you cry about,
because they cried so much, so they just learn to deal with the pain.
The reason why I don't cry as much is because I'm just used to like some numb,
like
some feelings. I just be so numb to it. It's just like like I don't want to say I'm emotional.
Like we go through shit and like we just hit it. Like
we just get over it.
Oh, we do. I do want to know your opinion.
No, that's
the whole point of the podcast.
That's why you hear from.
You better let these bitches know. No, I got personal.
That's
Come
why
on.
you
There's nothing wrong.
No, I really want honesty because I was like, you ain't saying that in a while.
Yeah, you can't just be
No,
sitting
but
there
for
just
real,
You can't just. No, but that's not.
That's why you hear that. Why you hear that?
Come on, like I want to know. It can help heal us. As women, how do you know what you can say can't heal me from traumatic things that I've been through?
You're right.
I want to understand the male community.
Yeah. In love with her.
Okay, and what happened?
But you feel intimidated by Haitian girls now? Ladies and
Don't be
gentlemen.
we all been in love. We all been in love.
What did she do to you?
Yeah.
Bruh, we all in this world to teach each other. So that's what
Right.
it is to teach your experiences. For real.
I'm just saying, like, I fell for it, man, like in a deep, crazy way. And until this girl broke me down.
Did it build you up?
It made me a stronger person.
See, and that's what everything happens for a reason. That's why I want you to tell us, like.
Only way I healed from it because of God. If I ain't never had God
about it.
So how does that make you feel about females? Because I know my little
I
devils.
cried,
But did she change your
perspective? Sorry guys, I cried.
It's nothing to be sorry about.
It's nothing to be sorry about.
But why you shouldn't be sorry because you cry for a
ducts.
female? Because do you know that's
for real.
but do you know why that's good? Because God is gonna see that's a good man. I'm gonna put him to the side so I can connect him with a good woman.
But you know how I feel when you really love somebody for real.
You're talking to a girl.
If you haven't been in love at least once
it's because they don't know
doing something wrong.
Things I did for her.
No. I've been in love. Do you know in love?
Like, I was my real self with that girl. You feel me? Like it's crazy.
But it had nothing to do with you though. It wasn't your fault. It had
women go through that on a daily. Women go through that multiple times.
I'm showing fake personalities now because I'm scared to let people.
Nah, you can't do that.
You got to, bro.
Nah,
you know the Bible when it says,
guard
your heart and don't let your heart be troubled. So I
gotta listen to this. Say it again.
It's not.
Say it again. Say it again.
Protecting yourself.
No, say it because he's right. He's right. Say it again. Say it again.
They don't give a fuck.
Say the verse again.
What? Guard your heart. In the Bible, when they say God say guard your heart and let it be troubled. That's true.
Explain. Okay, now explain the verse. You preaching right now, bro.
Don't let your spirits trouble my heart. Don't let your
and honestly, you know why I know you're right? Because with all the men, I'm celibate right now. I'm in a place where I don't feel like I need him. I'm so serious. I don't need a man. I don't need nothing. And do you know what I had to do that? I had to find love within myself to be able to give, and that's why I'm able to tap into my brand more because I stand up for the black men in my generation, in my community, and all women. So when I meet black men, I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna try to touch you. I'm gonna try to give you my love. I'm gonna ask you if you ate today. Because when I was doing it for that one nigga, he couldn't appreciate it. So I love myself so much. I'm gonna make sure all the niggas, when niggas come to my house, I make tea. I'll be like, did you eat today? Do you want some tea? My tea's organic. I'm gonna give you some organic tea so I can heal your spirit. Man, on some Badu shit. On some Badu shit. Like I'm gonna make you some tea. Make sure that I'm here. I healed you. I'm healing people little by little. So God knows. I don't need no nigga. No nigga can break me down. Break me down where?
Right.
I'm built from the ground up.
Right.
I'm just saying. What you're saying is some real shit.
Right.
No, I agree with you on a spiritual level, though.
Still believing,
but you're really connected. That's
now
real.
I'm giving a person if it's just marriage, That's it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think that's supposed to be the rule.
Yeah, like this. I'm not gonna lie. I do believe in marriage. However, the way marriage is today, I don't.
People are divorcing left and right.
Exactly. Like me, I know.
But I'm not gonna lie. Our generation can't stick through it. Our generation back then. The only thing that's different from now and back then. That's why our mothers stay with ancient ass men because they were taught to stick through things from the good or the bad. Right. Nowadays, women, I'm not, and that's why I say I'm just easy. Our girls.
Well, to an extent, because some niggas think they can get away with stuff. I have nothing against Caribbean men. I love Caribbean men. I believe in dating within my culture. That's just me. I love my culture. I love everything about it. Whether you're from Haiti, Virgin Islands, by Guyana, whatever. It's just sometimes they're just full of shit. Like, no, Nick, they can match you.
No, their ego. They be sitting there trying to impress you to impress them.
Right. That's exactly what it be.
Full of shit. Like, I don't know what it is with Jamaican men sometimes. Maybe it's Trinidadian men. I don't know. It's like they always want to talk about they want to breed you. They want like 3,000 kids. But then it's like,
I'm not a dog.
They think it's okay to like step out and they come back like I'm supposed to accept that. And you know, for a long time, I thought that was okay.
And it's not.
And it's not okay because sometimes when I tell you, you can even hear it in the fucking music sometimes.
We need
like,
stability.
Yeah, no,
we need stability to create a family.
It's some men don't see us as an equal. It's like I'm your equal. Like,
I'm your little
but it's like if
puppet.
That's like right. Okay, that's like if I'm in a relationship, right, or whatever. Like, I'm in a relationship and I'm in a relationship with somebody, right? And then it's like how we came over here. Ian's like, hey, I want to hang out with you today. Okay, I can hang out with Ian. I've known Ian for God knows how long now. Like, for some time. And then it's like, he sees that as in, what do you gotta do that for, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, when you go out to parties and shit, I don't give a fuck what you do.
And that's about giving
you know what's right and you know what's wrong.
That's why I say when I meet other men, I'm able to kind of, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Because I know the nigga that find me is gonna know. I make sure all the niggas around me good.
It's just like these.
And then they feel. And do you ever have a male friend and because he finds out that you're some magical good woman, he thinks he has to fuck you, and if he can't fuck you, then y'all can't be friends no more?
Yep.
Like who?
Yeah, like
I mean that's his only objective is to fuck you.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like.
And see, but the thing with some males is it's like they need to fuck to get their ego. So like that's a part of self love. You're not loving yourself because you gotta fuck to get your ego.
And that's what I've been talking about sexual trauma because niggas be thinking they got a dick. Yeah, I'm gonna blow her back out. You can't blow my back out. I'm catching all those niggas.
I understand that because y'all gonna be old and y'all not gonna be able to use y'all dick one day.
No, but that whole bust my back out. You're not busting my back out. I'm catching all that shit and it feels good.
I'm not gonna lie. After a while, that shit hurt. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
No,
it hurt after.
Maybe I don't know if it's because I'm a female, but I'm not, and that's why I know the man that I'm with. There's gonna be times. Do you know, as a female, that's how I know I'm gonna be able to give infinite amount of love. The man, I'm gonna be like, I'm not gonna leave you, babe. You cheated on me with Lucy. Well, keep fucking Lucy because I'm not gonna give you sex.
And every time
he's gonna be like, well, I want to connect with you. I'm gonna be like, well, my pussy said no. Okay, my pussy said no. You wanna know why? Cause no, men really think because a man crawling on top of you like. Oh,
and then
that shit, it drives you crazy. And then they over here like spazzing on it.
No. And then you have to know that think that sex is love and that solves everything.
I feel you on that, but it's like now I feel like now that I'm older, because you know I was fortunately I kind of grew up a little bit earlier than I expected. I don't know, like some people feel like I don't know if y'all feel this way, but it's like after a while. I feel like in order for you to get me off, I have to connect with you on that spiritual level. Like, I just can't fuck somebody just to fuck them.
But a lot of girls don't feel like that. But I'm not going to lie. You see how I can cringe when a man thinks that he can masculine take over me?
Right.
The same way I can look at certain men and be like, I can go and fuck you. Right. I can fuck you the way, like, I know I could do that. I can swipe your man card. Swipe it and never give it back.
I don't know. I just can't get off like that. Like, if I don't fuck with you on that level, I can't get off.
But it's just knowing because I'm scared of love. I have never had sex with a man and not love him. I've never done that before. But mentally, I can mentally fuck with men. Like I can mentally know.
I'm not scared of love. I just know that. No, like see now I'm single for only one reason because I know nobody's gonna have the patience with me. Because
don't speak that into your existence.
Right.
No, as of right now, no, I know why.
Don't speak that into you're blocking your blessings.
There's somebody for everybody.
There is.
It's just unfortunately you didn't find that person.
The woman that's gonna be for you, she's going to deal with all your patience plus more plus the
exactly. And I have that patience for certain people because like, all right, when I'm talking to somebody, I'm like, all right, let me just not take this personal because I know I have a lot of bullshit. So I'm like, let me not take this personal if so and so goes or does something a certain way. But now the way I'm not gonna say the way women are, it's just the way the world thinks as of how relationships are. I'd just rather be single because it's like me putting time and effort into somebody when it's not gonna be what I want it to be. That's just pointless.
You're not trying to waste your energy.
But we're put here to give love. Love is the answer.
No, I always give love, but it's
but
just
what
like,
I'm saying is. Now I'm single, but I do. When a guy asks me my number, I give them my number now. Before I used to look at you and be like,
What you mean? I'll keep walking. Like, I don't hear you.
No, but
It
now
depends.
I'll give you my number. Why? You can me and you can have a conversation because you got to meet Dominique Giselle, and I know in the future some people are not gonna be able to even talk to me like that. Like in the future, you're just not like I'm not even gonna be open and available. I'm gonna be so within myself that I can't even give out that energy. So for right now, I live on a day-to-day love basis. Like right now, we're this is a circle of pure love.
You know, I don't blame you on that because, you know, in the beginning, people, like me, I've had my number since I was 13 years old. My number has never changed. So it's like me, I used to always give out my number freely. Then I stopped. Then you know what I realized? I don't mind giving out my number to certain people because I feel like that's how you build connections with people. Right. Whether you see that, like, because there's some people you talking to, you're like, okay, you know, you thought you was feeling them, then after a while you're not really feeling them, but you can still feel them, like, on that friendship level. I believe in that. Because I'm saying there's times where I've had to call people, you know, that I haven't spoken to in a long time, like, hey, I need your help with something. Or, hey, this, hey, that. Like my ex, right? Me and my first love, we still talk to this day. Obviously not like how we used to. But when I tell you me and him still talk, me and him still talk. Because, like, when I just got out of my last relationship, you know, I felt like...
It be making you love a nigga that you dealt with him all in the past because you see why he did certain things that he did.
That, and it kind of gives you a perspective on how you act. Like, I remember I felt like it was my fault for a long time, which a combination was. So I was like, you know what? Let me call my ex-boyfriend. These niggas know me since I was 13. He still comes to me when he has relationship problems. We talk, right? And then, you know what? All right, you said that about me. Called another ex. Man, mind you, they don't know each other. Called another ex that moved to New York. Hey, where do you think we fell off? X, Y, and Z. Okay, now these two people were able to tell me the same thing, and they don't even know each other. So, like, that's why I feel like on this spiritual journey.
Shit. You got me thinking I should call my exes and find out.
No, like, in all honesty, because...
No, but that really... That they know you.
Exactly.
So
and I want an honest opinion. Like, you don't understand. Like, my ex... I care about, when I tell you, you already know my ex, I ain't even gonna say it out loud. I care about him so much, it's ridiculous. Sometimes I still call him to see, like, every so often, I'll text him, hey, are you okay? Or sometimes, I ain't gonna lie, I be lurking on his friend's Snapchat. You know, I hope he's okay. That's not even being
But that's love.
I care. Right. And man, mind you, we were in this accident together. So it's like, that's what makes it hurt even more. So it's like, you know, it's like, all right, let me talk to this person, let me talk to that person. I said, you know what, all right, I see what, I ain't gonna lie, I used to do some crazy shit. But then now it's like, okay, I understand why. Because it's like, you know, I talk from my sister's perspective. Let me talk from my mom's perspective. Let me talk from my dad's perspective. You know who knows me the best? The people that fucked me in the past. Of course, like, because, like, my ex, we really cared about each other. But, I mean, we were young, whatever. We break up. And it's like the fact that I was
But you were changing on a daily
that too.
So they knew who you were before.
Exactly.
But do they know that, like, but you're able to come to them in your new form
exactly.
and seek information like an encyclopedia.
And that's why I was so happy when I was able to sit down and talk to him and be like, yo, like, wow, I never realized, wow, that's crazy. I never knew that I would, like, this type of like, I never knew
that this was a problem.
This was a problem because to me, I never seen it as a problem because it's like, you know, you bring sometimes you bring bad habits into new relationships.
Right.
And it's like the fact that I was able to sit down and, like, that's why I was, like, kind of happy that the accident happened in a way because it's like, okay, I was able to learn something about myself. Like, wow, I never knew this. I never knew that. So when I tell you, it's always good to sit down and to, like, talk to somebody. It's always good to get a perspective.
Especially from somebody that knows you.
Exactly. And I even asked one of my close coworkers. He don't work there no more. But then, you know, I asked him, like, hey, what kind of person do you think I am? And the fact that they all were able to say the same thing, it's like, okay, now I'm able to see this is what it is, and this is going to change. Personally, I want to work out the relationship. Sometimes, don't get me wrong, sometimes I still want to work it out, and other times I'm like, you know what, maybe it just wasn't meant to be. Whatever happened. It's whatever at this point in time, because, you know, I'm not really looking for anybody. Right. But it's like the fact
as
that
a woman, sometimes when I pray, I be praying God, be like, God, make sure that the man that you, like, that's for me is really for me. And sometimes, do you know, I feel like I really feel like love is within our hands because we make love. Like, we deliver that baby. Like, we have to come. That's what I'm going to school for, to deliver babies holistic, like a holistic international midwife and doula, right? Ooh. And when I study that, they be talking about how you're gonna go into this nirvana, this like that vibration of to be able to conceive that child. And do you know, I really be feeling like love is within our hands. And the reason why I say that is because you see all these problems that me and you, all three of us could talk about and see different love and see different reasons. But if I feel like commitment is very important, and you just have to find that one man you want to heal. Find that one man that you truly just want to, whatever trauma, because his mother can only give him 18 years of love.
But he has to be able to
be
take
accepted.
the healing.
And you know what I've also realized too?
Everybody's love is just, some people are just misguided.
That too.
Misunderstood love.
Misunderstood as well.
And then when I actually sat down and looked at what he's been through in his life, like I've been me and his mom still talk, like, not every day, but we talk pretty often, you know, because the reason I talk to her, I just find it so funny because, like, my grandmother, she knew my grandmother. She was even at the funeral. I didn't even know she was at the funeral. So the fact that she told me that she remembered who I was, like, I just find it so crazy. Like, if she remembered who I was and she said that she remembered who my dad was, I just think that was so crazy. And it's like with her, I just connect with her on a spiritual level. Not even because of her son. Fuck her son. We just connect on that spiritual level. It's like the way I could talk to her. And I just, you know, sometimes it's like, I don't know. I just think it's so crazy. Like, the way that just things happen. And, like, I don't know. It's
It's in sync. There we go.
Yeah, and I just find it so funny.
In sync.
It is. And, like, that's why I'm just like, yo, it's like the way that how we know everybody. I don't know. I just think it's so crazy.
I feel like that's why finding creativity.
And, like, I knew mutual friends of his that he hangs out with. I met them at high school. Whether I met them at high school, in the neighborhood, this and that. I just find it so crazy. It's like, oh, I remember we used to kick it back in high school. And I just find it so crazy. And that's why sometimes I be thinking, like, that's why sometimes I feel like I be thinking way too much. Because, like, if you just think about it, it's like real. I don't know. It's just like sometimes I be telling myself, fuck it, I don't want to deal with it. But then it's like everything that happens is just like, damn, it's kind of hard. Like, I don't know.
To not deal with it.
To not deal with it.
To just feel like it ain't nothing and I could just.
That it never happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes, like, honestly, sometimes when we see each other, especially when we go out, and you know, sometimes, like, I used to always look his way, but then I thought about it. I can't look your way because I just remember too much shit that we've been through.
Right, and then when I'm looking your way, I'm just thinking about you noticing me looking my way and what you thinking about, and it's just
exactly. And the fact that we don't even talk. When I tell you we don't talk, oh shit.
How do you guys as men feel like going through relationships and speaking to females, and how do you guys feel about that?
To tell you, to start off with that, I don't know what love is, so
have you ever been in love?
I feel like we should. Hold on.
I think everybody perceives love differently.
I feel like we should start. We should start the conversation.
Yeah. Okay, so you want to go first, or being in love, or
you may not know. Love may feel different from you from the way it feels to me.
I don't know. I felt strong affection for people, but
like somewhere
it felt the same way, like how I care for them. Like I just generally care. I'm a caring person. I'm a Libra.
Yeah, that too. But I mean, I feel like love is different for everybody.
All right, so go.
What's your definition? What's your definition of love?
I have no clue because I feel like I could love. I could love one person the same way I could love the next. And I could love a
I'm just going
person
slowly because I gotta
differently
drive.
from one way I love another person. So I feel like love is interchangeable, and I just gotta connect with you. Like,
so if you've never loved a girl before?
Like I said, I've had strong affection for a girl.
No, be real. Have you loved her?
What? Like
have you been in love? That's a like.
You just don't know what type of love you give. You know what love is. You just don't know.
Maybe.
You probably never. There's nothing wrong if you didn't feel it at this time in your life.
Like you probably don't know
later on. You never know.
I felt something. I'm telling you, I felt something.
Dude, but was
I felt it. I don't know if it was love.
Did you feel for her the way you know your mother felt for the man that made you?
I don't think you want to love your mom. Oh, sorry.
See, that question's like differently now because my parents are getting a divorce.
But who cares?
Exactly. Hold on. This is the thing. My father has a wife before my mother. He had a wife before my mother.
Do you feel like do you feel like your father hasn't given you a good example of masculine love?
No, not at all. He hasn't. He hasn't given me a good example of a lot of things. So I'm figuring out a lot of this for myself, like love. So I have no clue what love is because I feel like if I love one woman and this woman's, pure love and she loves too, and I love another woman, I feel like if I can reciprocate that type of love, these two women could love each other as well. That's how I feel, and I feel like we can all love.
Oh,
and
wow.
even if it's like
Like you guys can now that's possible.
That's
but
what I'm saying.
But can it get to procreation?
Yeah.
Like
Of course.
like polygamy?
Of course.
Oh, isn't that when you're like in like
that's
7
the
different
easy.
relationships?
That's the easy part. That's the easy part. But as long as people
what is
provide care.
balance?
What is balance? Balance is whatever you make it.
No, like, okay, so you ever see the picture of like it's a rope and you have one person holding one end of the rope and you have one person holding one end of the rope? That's balance. And when you add those two things together, it can make one more thing, like 1 + 1 = 2, and then 2 + 1 = 3. Like,
but 1 + 2
procreation.
also equals 3, does it?
So, but do you feel, if that's how you feel?
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
It's so much
Like,
different types of
idea
love.
of
There's
love,
love
like,
out
that's
there.
the idea of
I've seen.
But would
I've
you
seen-
not? The real question is, can you see a woman treat you like that?
Yes.
No, because
Yes.
do you know, I do feel like that. Do you want to know why I say that? I be looking at men like, well, if you can maintain me and your little chick on the
Thank
side,
you.
so
If you
be it.
can-
But I'm not gonna give you that love that you know, that one-on-one love.
Right.
I'm gonna give you like a third of me and go find somebody that I know could be my partner in crime. You get what I'm saying?
Well, I
because
feel like-
and the
I feel
reason
like
why I
you're
want
lying
to
to
put you.
yourself then,
No,
because you're
I'm
ready to lie to
not.
that
The reason
person,
why I want to
because
put you in
you're
that
not gonna give them
perspective is,
100%.
but female are very. When I say we're strong, I can like you. I no offense, but we have to think about the women that are popping right now. Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, Beyonce. But those are 3 different people with 3 different types of swags. And what they be trying to let us, if you listen to the words, they be trying to let men know, like, I could, like Cardi B, I could have did what you did to me a few times.
Yeah.
And the reason why I say that is because I can literally, I feel like I'm like learning your energy. I can literally put myself in a position where I know you're loving her and you're loving me, and I know that you're gonna expect us to try to connect, and I'm gonna be like, well, I have respect for you, and I hope you can handle the rest of his half, because I'm gonna give you a piece of me, and I'm gonna go find someone that can take all of me.
Well,
Do you see what I'm saying?
and then that's where it comes in, where I guess it just has to be a communicated thing, and it's like it's got to be wanted by the other party. You feel me?
Wait, say that
If
again?
it's not wanted by the other party, then it's not gonna happen.
Get ahead, I guess.
Or you like that?
Ian,
Ian.
is the toilet paper in there?
I was waiting to
From the next chick, like I will be able to cook for you. I will be able to give you that sincere, you know, the love of a mother. Do you get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that true love. And there's some girls that really just want to be with you just because you're her little. Like, this nigga better buy me some food.
Right.
He better look that
No,
good. He
you're
better.
right, and that's the same thing on both ends. If you think about it, like, granted, whatever you don't do, another chick will do, or somebody can do it better. Like me, you maybe be able to cook for your man and shit, right? That's like saying, you know what? I can cook better than you because I went to culinary school. I'm better than you. I can fuck better than you. I can dress better than you. I'm prettier than you.
But you can never be me.
No, you're right about that.
And that's what love.
You're
but
right
that's
about that
what
too.
love is.
Right.
But
Because you're unique, because there could be that little trick that you do in the back that I could never master. Like I'm not, and I could be, and I
That's
can.
why you can choose to love a lot of things, because everybody brings their own.
Okay, J. Cole
experience
said
into
it the
your
best. He said
That's
there's always
what
gonna be a
love-
better chick out there. There's always gonna be some better, fresher clothes than the one you
exactly.
got.
So,
Everybody
But it's
has
all-
that.
I gotta
you
bring out the
can't
verse.
love-
But he said you have to love yourself. That's what was it?
Exactly.
Forest Hill Drive?
Yeah,
That
but
album.
no, but what he said you're not gonna find love till you love yours. You over here looking at everybody else's cup like, well, she got
Like-
some of this, she got some of that, she got some of this.
No, appreciate what
She
you got in
got
your
some-
cup first.
But let me love me as a man to figure out. Let me concentrate on what woman I want. The same way you would want your mother to concentrate on you.
What y'all think loving yourself really is about?
I feel like
You
when
accepting
you're
waking up in
it's
the-
you accepting all your flaws for yourself.
I'm
you
not gonna
accepting
lie.
who you are as a person and know what you have to.
Let me
grow
tell
on and
you,
focus on.
because I've just
Because as of
learned.
right now, since we're young, we have a lot of growing to do before we can either want to build or something, or fully understand before ourselves.
And make a commitment. You don't see our generation can make a commitment to nothing, whether that be
commit.
school, work, driving a bike, working out,
Driving a bike,
like we don't have commitment. Do you know I wake up every morning and I play music and I dance in the mirror naked, and that is my self-love. Why do I do that? Because if I liberate myself every morning. Every morning I look at myself with no makeup on, with no weave, with no nothing. I don't, and that's what I wanted to talk about the podcast: financial beauty and natural beauty. Being financially pretty and being naturally pretty. Because when I had to strip myself from all those things, I was able to kind of put those things back on and be like, okay, I can finally wear a wig again and know that if I take it off, I still love myself. You know, because there was a time where I looked like that girl. I was that girl. Like, okay, she's so, but really when I looked like that girl, I was empty. I was like empty.
Oh, that's how I
empty.
am. Like when I was the girl that I was in love with, the only girl I was in love with. But with her, like she did all this stuff, but at the same time she loved herself. So it was like when we go out, she would put on wig, makeup, and all that stuff. As soon as we get home, I'm like, yo, take that off. Like I want to see you, and she would have no problem doing that because she knew she was beautiful. And she knew that I loved her.
That's exactly how I feel.
That's
I love makeup.
If you wanna dress up,
I'm taking all this shit off.
But there was a point where I thought you needed it.
I don't blame you, girl.
I was like, if I can't get, I was like, so if I don't got $300 this month to go put some weave and get my nails done, all the niggas on my Snapchat ain't gonna fuck with me.
Well, that's how vice versa. That's how dudes think. Like, okay, we don't flex with this Henny bottle,
right,
or we don't flex with this rollie that I borrowed from my
money,
homeboy.
right.
Yeah, if we don't got this rent money that we flexing.
If we don't look,
yeah, like dudes, like I don't knock nobody's hustle, but a lot of dudes do not have a lot of stuff that they claim they have.
I know, trust me.
Most of them still.
And you know when I got the most haters? I got the most haters when I actually loved myself. They be like, "What are you talking? Like, what? Like, they're like, where is this energy coming?
Right.
It's coming from my heart, man.
Man, they think that you fucking. Oh my god.
Right. It's like this shit is pure. You don't even know what pure is. You
like, do you love yourself? And do you love yourself?
That's how some people.
And some people need someone else to validate their love or success.
Right there.
That's why it goes back to men.
Why?
And you're so right because we want to be accepted by people so much. It's ridiculous.
Because you know me, I don't look for nothing for nobody.
I don't fuck.
And when I left my grandma's house, the first thing I was
like,
look for a place
I just
to somewhat call my own.
Dressing up
Nobody
again.
can say
I used to
that
walk around every day. I'm not gonna say I look like a bum, but I was just really out here. And people used to be like, Dominique, are you okay? Because I used to look like that girl, and they looking at me like as if I'm like lost or something. And I'm like, no, I'm perfectly sane.
I don't know, but then again, that's another thing with self-love. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I used to always, like, I remember before, I used to always be like, oh, my hair done, nails done, all this extra shit. Like, but then you know what I realized after a while, you know, sometimes, and on top of that, sometimes when you go broke, sometimes I just don't be giving. Sometimes when I go out,
you
and I just
wear it.
You just don't give a fuck. Like me, sometimes I remember yesterday I walked out with a jacket. I had a little spaghetti stain on it, but I had to go get my sister, so I didn't really give a fuck.
Right.
I had some fucking shorts on, tank top, no bra, all this. I look like a hot mess, but you know how I felt?
You felt comfortable.
Beautiful.
I didn't give a fuck.
But the real question was, did you feel beautiful?
Did you love yourself?
Did you love yourself in the process?
Yes,
exactly. But
So
our women be trying to take shots. Like, girls be so ready to take, and I be out.
Like, why your nails not done? Why your hair not done?
I'm like, girl, I love myself, man.
Right.
Do you love yourself? Can you give love
all
to
that shit
yourself?
off and still give me that same?
I can walk out in the mirror and not give a fuck.
It's like looking in the mirror or being in front of other men. And you know what I noticed? I was attracting different men because when I had all the makeup and the weave and stuff, I would attract these hood ass men, and I'd be like, "Yeah, I'm spiritual, and God talks to me, and I'm going to school to do this," and they're looking at me like, "Girl, you don't look, girl,
You don't look nothing like your
like,
profile
girl,
picture.
you don't look like you about to drop your drawers and give me some top, nigga. Like, what the fuck you talking about?"
Not for real. That's another thing with self love. Like I remember this times, like me. I remember with my ex used to always argue about why can't you wear any clothes. One, I don't like wearing clothes like that.
Nudity.
That was me.
I paid so much fucking money for this shit. I want everybody to see this shit. I want everybody to see this shit. I want everybody to see this. I want people to see my ass. I have a tattoo on my ass.
Girl, show your ass.
That's just me.
Show your ass.
That's how I dress. And they'd be like, oh, you don't love yourself. You're trying to attract the crowd.
I think I might have a little problem. Not saying you can't.
But nobody can touch, and that's why nobody can touch her mind.
Exactly.
That's
I
all
love that.
matters.
But it's like, all right, babe. Like,
no, but you may see it like that.
Who cares? Watch me. Watch me.
I hate, you know,
See, no,
hate
my
when I
only
used to
problem
flex
would
with the
be like-
gun and his fucking teeth. Granted, I ain't like that shit. I'm like, you know what? You do you, I'm gonna do me. If somebody comes to me like, damn, mom, blah, blah, blah. Always trying like, no, I don't fuck with you. But you're dressing to attract the wrong crowd.
It's
You really think I'm giving a fuck?
That's the problem I would have. Not what you're doing, is just the attraction.
That's
But
understandable too.
I mean,
I'm not gonna come
you
to
have
you
to
like,
know your girl.
Right.
Personally, like, when I tell you really have to know your girl, you really have to know your girl. I can dress the way I want. I
Right,
dress like a
it's
thought. I don't
contrast.
care.
I'm not gonna lie, my
I
girl
know what it
can,
is.
she can, but at the same time, you have to know what you're attracting. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, you can't wear that. You can wear what you want. You my girl. I know you're comfortable.
But you
with
should
this
love
and this.
yourself as a man to know, even if I'm attracting a flock of niggas, I'm with you. I stand with you.
No, I like that, but I
Exactly.
like when dudes look at my girl, cause like, yo, you can't have that. You
But
can't
see,
exactly.
Do you
It's
know
like-
a problem I have with
That's
niggas? Do you
another
know
thing.
that's
You
you know
got
a
to-
problem I have with niggas? Niggas don't even be they can't even see the difference from a fake and a real. They be having niggas be trying to manipulate their relationship from within. And
No,
conjure
it's
up
not
what's
even
going-
that. It's like you got the niggas that know that love themselves, then you got the insecure niggas, and when you trying to show them love, they try to hide you because like they don't know how to obtain the love. It's like, okay, well I got this. Nobody could look at my girl. Go in the room because I don't want these niggas looking at you. I don't want none of these niggas talking to
But
you.
I got you.
and I don't want them understanding your mind. I don't want them getting to know you because
But then
you
they
too
hit you with
good.
the, oh, it's just me. You,
Right, like, oh yeah, it's because I'm your nigga. That's why. Like,
You don't
no,
own-
nigga,
you don't own
I have
me,
my
nigga.
own mind. Like,
You don't
if you
own
trust
me.
me enough, why the fuck
That's
would
why
I
you
talk
let
to
any
niggas?
nigga blow my
Like,
face.
I be like, live your
exactly
life.
like that.
Just be aware. That's my thing.
Yeah,
Live your
like,
life.
obviously
Do what
I'm
you
with-
want.
I'm
do what you
aware of
want.
that.
Just be aware.
I'm completely aware of that. My only problem that I have with niggas that they do is when they doing too much. Like, y'all know what I'm talking about when you go out to parties and shit. You trying to walk. You got a nigga that's holding on
No,
to
one
you.
thing-
And it's like, yo, what
Yeah.
the
You
fuck?
ever have a
Yeah,
nigga that try to fuck another bitch because he needed more love for himself? Like I wouldn't care if you met a real down ass bitch and she's really and she's really spirit. Like you met her, and she has a good soul, and I could be like, well, you fucked her. Well, I could just pray to God and be like, God, at least if she's not me, if he really loves me, then it's okay. You know, but you over here fucking this bitch because you got egotistic problems.
And that's what I was going back to, saying
Right.
how
Like you over
sometimes
here fucking her, and then you want to come back to me to fuck me to be like, oh no, I just wanted to feel better because I fucked her and she wasn't what I thought you were. It's like you're looking for me within other pussy.
Right.
No, it don't work like that. I am me, she is she, and that's that spiritual energy that I can't
But you
fuck
also
with.
have to remember, sometimes it's a product of everything. It could be a product of your environment.
And that's
A
what
guy
Beyonce
could
was
be
talking
growing
about
up
in
in
her
a
song.
Christian
Beyonce talks
household.
about her Lemonade album. I will literally shave her scalp off with her skin on her head and the hair and put it on and look at you like looking like this bitch because I took her skin, and you're gonna tell me, do I look like her? Are you happy, babe? Babe, you happy? I put her head on.
Sometimes
Mannequin style.
Like
Like,
combination of so many things, like you don't do shit.
Like,
It's
I
ridiculous.
say, what?
No, for real. Sometimes it's a combination of things that. Sometimes when I tell you, sometimes people really and truly don't know.
It is a combination.
They really
it's their
truly
childhood.
don't
They just
know.
don't know. They don't want to know. They don't care to know. They feel like they got.
Some
What
people
did
are
they say?
so
It's if
self-centered.
you don't know, they don't show or they don't care. What was it?
Who
Boys,
said that?
not Boys in the Hood. It was Boys in the Hood. The end with Ice Cube when he was like, either they don't know, they don't show, or they don't care.
It's true.
Oh my god,
that's-
this nigga's such a
that's-
hoe.
What if they just guard their heart, like I said?
Nah, man. When you guarding your
Nah.
heart, you still
Guard your heart.
Because
humble.
you can guard your heart, but you're not letting nobody in.
Right.
You just because what, like, for example, like if you're just guarding your heart, you're just waiting for somebody to come along. No, you have to. Yeah, God is gonna do so much, but God's not gonna do everything for you, fam.
You gotta figure
God-
it
He's
out.
you
gonna
gotta-
give you the tools.
He's gonna
Right,
exactly
that's
like he's gonna give you the tools, but
Yeah,
if
man, you gotta dive into the experience.
because like he's gonna give you the tools to make a sculpture,
That's the only
but you
thing.
expect him to make.
He can't do everything.
He
for
can't
you.
make
You
your
have
Mona
to-
Lisa.
Exactly.
He's gonna give you the paint
He's
to
gonna
paint
give you the
whatever
tools,
you
but at the same
want.
time you can't wait for that one person.
You gotta
to
meet.
come
You
along.
gotta be 50%. You have to meet him halfway.
Like
You
what
have to
I
be
see a
halfway.
lot,
That's true, 'cause
what I see a
know
lot
that
in the
from the Bible
church,
when I seen
like
it.
what I see it a lot in the church, like people go to church, and my thing with church is people go to church because they think, I'm not gonna say they're gonna think God can save them, but they think just because they go to church
That
all
God is gonna fix all problems
No,
in their
you
life.
have to-
Right.
You have to be the physical act. Let
Right.
me tell you some crazy shit
'Cause
that this
without-
man told
with-
me.
'cause
He
like-
said if you get in a car you drive the car, you can pray to God and be like, God, can you get me there safe? Now, if you're driving that car and you let go of the wheel, what's gonna happen? Your car's gonna fucking go left.
Right.
So you can get in that car and say, God, can I make sure I get there safe?
But you gotta
and
have
fucking
the faith
drive
with
that
it.
car
Exactly.
and
You
get
gotta
there
have the
safe because
faith.
God gave you the ability to get there safe. And be like, God, I know you got my back, and continue your life. Then getting in the car, doing things that you have no business doing, and then when the precautions that you knew that came with what you were doing comes, like
I forgot what my friend said, but they said like without hard work, faith is just like a wish. Faith and prayer is just
you
a
have
wish.
to have faith.
Like you can have all that, but at the same time, if you don't work towards it, if you don't
nothing.
put it into practice or put any effort into
it's
it,
not a goal.
It's
just
the way.
wishing.
What you got? Yeah.
So I have a question, right?
What's up?
Like, you know, I'm not trying to trigger any like emotions. I'm not.
Triggered.
It's gonna. I know it's gonna trigger some emotions, but you know that's just some shit you have to say, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do y'all feel about saying, like, you know how sometimes when shit happens and you wonder why, and then sometimes it's like you wonder why God allowed it to happen. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. For a while, I stopped believing in him because it's like, you know, like when back in 2012, my grandmother caught an aneurysm, right? Everybody was like, oh, thank God she fell. Like, the chair broke her fall. If that chair wasn't there, she would have died. So it's like, you know, sometimes you think, oh God, why did this happen? Why did this happen? Then it's like, oh, thank God the chair was there and it fell, right? Then it's like, you know, after a while, that's when everything started coming out of control. That's when she had cervical cancer. Then it just started to spread, and she just has so many health reasons, right? I mean, health reasons, I'm an idiot. So many health problems. And then it's like, you know, like up till basically the day she died. And it's kind of just like, why did God allow this to happen? Like, my grandma was
Death
60.
has no remedy.
No.
Right.
My grandmother was 64 when she died, right? She was 64 when she died. I don't know what he is. I think he's either my great uncle. No, he's my great uncle because that's my dad's uncle. So yeah, he's my great uncle, right? This nigga is 76 years old. When I tell you, I don't understand how this man is alive. Don't get me wrong, I love my uncle. I don't understand how he's alive. Like, this nigga is going blind in both eyes. He worked on my car. I don't know how he did it, but he's going blind. He can't, like, literally right now. I remember when I was in the hospital bed, my sister told me he was like this, and he could not fucking see me. He could not see me. So then sometimes I think, why did they allow? Why did? Like, what about some people that'll be like, oh, they didn't allow God? Like, my mom,